Ducks show their happiness by wagging their tails, especially when eating or drinking water. 2. Strawberries, unlike most fruits, have their seeds on the outside. 3. To get the most benefit from coffee, it's best to drink your first cup 2 to 3 hours after waking up. 4. The most dangerous and beautiful road in the world is the Atlantic Ocean Road in Norway, which crosses islets and reefs. 5. Did you know that when dogs tilt their heads while listening to their owner, they do it to better understand familiar words? Mirror hours occur when the hour and minutes show the same numbers, like 11:11. Some people believe these times have a special meaning. 7. There are trees that can walk, called Socratea exorisa. They are found in the jungles of Latin America and use their roots to slowly move in search of better sunlight. 8. The name Wendy became popular thanks to Peter Pan and is still widely used today. 9. In Japan, an underwater mailbox, located 10 meters deep off the coast of Sumatra, receives over 1,000 letters per year. This curious phenomenon has gone viral worldwide. 10. Spice and spicy food in general help improve memory in adults. 11. In the United States, there is a trend where some people marry themselves, known as sologamy. 12. Hot air is less dense than cold air, as seen in hot air balloons that rise when the air inside is heated. 13. Hotuan, a village near Hangzhou, China, was abandoned in the 1990s due to a lack of jobs and is now completely overrun by nature. 14. Did you know that 50 years ago, astronaut Charles Duke left a photo on the moon during the Apollo 16 mission? And it's still there? 15. Some flowers resemble animals in shape, like the bee orchid, monkey orchid, flying duck orchid, or bird orchid. 16. During the 1880s, several original designs were considered for the construction of the Eiffel Tower, but engineer Gustav Eiffel's design was chosen and became a global icon. 17. Alieno Unum. It's an electric supercar of Bulgarian origin, famous for its stunning design and more than 20 motors. 18. Did you know that camels store fat in their humps, not water, as is commonly believed? 19. About 25% of all songs on Spotify have never been played. 20. Approximately 10% of the population is left-handed. Pine trees can predict rain. A closed pine cone on a pine tree indicates humid air, suggesting it may rain soon. 22. Did you know that actor Nicolas Cage is an avid comic book collector and once owned a copy of Action Comics, famous for being the first comic to feature Superman? 23. Aquasonic is an innovative band that plays music underwater, using advanced techniques to produce sounds that can be enjoyed while submerged. 24. The peregrine falcon is the fastest bird, reaching speeds of nearly 320 kilometers per hour, especially when diving to catch its prey. 25. Did you know that learnability is the ability to constantly learn new things to stay relevant in today's fast-changing world? 26. Archaeologists found fossilized breadcrumbs from 14,000 years ago in Jordan, suggesting that bread existed before agriculture and may have motivated its development. 27. Crocodiles are more closely related to birds than to lizards. This surprising fact is because both groups belong to the archosaur clade. 28. Electricity, in the form of an electrical signal, travels along copper wires at a speed close to that of light, about 300,000 kilometers per second. 29. In professional tennis tournaments, balls are usually changed every 7 to 9 games to ensure consistent bounce. 30. This impressive bridge, which cost millions of dollars, is one of China's latest architectural developments. The Ruyi Bridge, standing 140 meters tall. 31. Cats rub their heads when they need to mark their territory, using scent glands located on their face, ears, and neck. 32. If you have no debt and a net worth of zero, you're richer than 25% of the world's population. 33. Urban birds have developed faster and higher-pitched songs compared to rural birds. 34. Did you know that Gibraltar's airport is unique in the world because its runway crosses a road, forcing traffic to stop when a plane is landing or taking off? 35. Cows have best friends and can become stressed if they are separated from them. 36. Basketball player Michael Jordan became famous in the NBA for his incredible jumping ability. 37. Food tasters often use gold utensils so they don't alter the flavor of the food. 38. Goldfish can remember things for months, not just seconds, as commonly believed. 39. The Royal Clipper is the largest sailing ship in the world, with 5 masts and 42 sails. 40. Belgium went without a formal government for 652 days between 2018 and 2020, ruled only by interim administrations. 41. The caterpillar of the emperor moth measures about 70 millimeters long and 15 millimeters in diameter. 42. This is Methuselah, the oldest known living tree, a bristlecone pine over 4,300 years old, located in California's Inyo National Forest. 43. A sneeze can exit the mouth at speeds between 110 and 150 km per hour and reach up to 8 meters, showing its surprising force. 44. In 2019, the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami became the first NFL stadium to host a drone race, showcasing its capacity for innovative events. 45. The BMW Isetta was a quirky car produced between 1955 and 1962, known for its compact design and unique front door. 46. SpongeBob was originally named SpongeBoy Ahoy, but the name had to be changed due to copyright issues. 47. Bolivia recognizes the 3 languages, but only Spanish is officially recognized. 48. All disposable batteries lose up to 25% of their charge after a year, even if they remain unopened. 49. Chess boxing is a sport that combines rounds of chess and boxing. The winner is the one who triumphs in either discipline. 50. Did you know the earthy smell we sense when it rains is caused by a chemical produced by soil bacteria? 51. Before the year 1600, during the Middle Ages, giraffes were called camelopards due to their resemblance to a mix between a gazelle and a leopard. 52. The pygmy seahorse measures only 2 centimeters and is native to the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. 53. It's estimated that about 8.6 million lightning bolts strike the Earth every day, roughly 100 per second. 54. In 1992, a meteorite struck a Chevy Malibu in New York, becoming one of the most well-documented events of its kind. 55. The largest camera ever built was constructed in the early 20th century, weighing 640 kilograms and measuring 4 meters in length. 56. Despite popular belief, coconuts are not native to Hawaii. They are believed to have floated across the ocean and germinated on the islands. 57. In the United Arab Emirates, drones are used to inject salts into clouds to help stimulate rainfall. 58. In Thailand, the fishing village of Khao Phangi is famous for being built on floating stilts by Javanese fishermen. 59. Some butterflies have wings that camouflage with their environment to avoid predators, like the Greta Otto butterfly, which has transparent wings. 60. According to several studies, the happiest song in the world is Mr. Blue Sky by the band Electric Light Orchestra. 61. The coconut crab is the largest land crab in the world and can weigh up to 4 kilograms. 62. By definition, fog allows visibility of less than 1 kilometer, while mist allows visibility beyond 1 kilometer. 63. Italy is the only European country shaped like a boot, It's a beautiful place with a rich history and culture. 64. The smallest spider in the world is the long-legged spider, measuring only 0.3 millimeters, one of the strangest creatures on the planet. 65. The cassowary, native to Australia, is known as the most dangerous bird in the world. 66. In the past, toothbrushes were made using bristles from animals like pigs or horses. Today, they are mostly made with nylon bristles. 67. Approximately 80% of orange cats are male. 68. The human nose can remember up to 50,000 different scents, according to updated data on olfactory capability. 69. This is the most extreme obstacle course in the world, located in China. 70. In the Roncalli Circus in Germany, instead of using real animals, they use holograms, showing how this circus is at the forefront of technology and modern wonders. 71. The city with the most millionaires is London, while the city with the most billionaires is Beijing, even surpassing New York. 72. Some species of jellyfish, like Aurelia aurita, can clone themselves when injured. 73. There are more statues of lions in the world than real lions. 74. The jackfruit is the largest tropical fruit on the planet. It can weigh up to 55 kilos and measure up to 90 centimeters in length. 75. This incredible hotel, 8 meters tall, was not built upward but downward, inside an abandoned quarry in Hangzhou, China. 76. In Israel's capital, a Lego tower 60 meters tall was built, becoming the tallest structure made from Lego bricks. 77. Carnivorous plants can count how many times their prey touches their sensitive hairs before closing. 78. Puss in Boots exists in real life. His name is Snout. 79. Fingernails grow faster on a person's dominant hand. 80. Blue whale calves can gain up to 90 kiloliters per day, setting a growth record among animals. These majestic marine creatures are the largest living beings on the planet, both in length and weight. 81. Did you know the difference between antique, vintage, and retro is based on age? Antique is over 100 years old, like Victorian furniture. Vintage is between 20 and 100 years old, like Frank Sinatra records. Retro refers to modern objects that imitate older styles, like 60s-inspired clothing. 82. The Sydney Opera House in Australia is one of the most recognizable buildings of the 20th century and was designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon. 83. Did you know that if a watch says it's water-resistant up to 30 meters, it actually only resists splashes? 84. Damascus, the capital of Syria, is considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, with at least 11,000 years of history. 85. The tree under which Isaac Newton discovered gravity still stands in Lincolnshire, England. 86. The hermit crab is an endangered species that inhabits arid areas of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It is distinguished by its white and black plumage and its long, curved beak. 87. The Olympic rings in the Olympic Games represent the union of countries from 5 continents through 5 interlocking rings. 88. Did you know Earth's rotation is slowing down, which causes days to gradually become longer over time? 89. The island of Tuvalu in Oceania is the 4th smallest country in the world and supports its economy each year by selling the .tv web domain. 90. Peanuts, also known as groundnuts, are not true nuts, but legumes. 91. During summer, in certain regions of the northern hemisphere, the sun never sets, like in Canada, Greenland, Alaska, and parts of Russia. 92. Hot water can freeze faster than cold water, a phenomenon known as the Mpemba effect, which still puzzles scientists. 93. Most world maps are inaccurate due to the Mercator projection, which distorts sizes. For example, it shows Alaska nearly the same size as Brazil and exaggerates Greenland's size by about 15 times. A truly accurate map would have to be spherical, not flat. 94. Artist David Choe painted a mural in Facebook's early offices in 2005 and was paid in stock. Today, those shares have turned his artwork into an unimaginable fortune. 95. Tropical rainforests cover less than 6% of the Earth's surface, but are home to more than 50 of the planet's species, including millions of plants, animals, and insects. 96. In Germany, there is a monorail built in 1897 that still transports 25 million passengers every year. 97. A galactic year is the time it takes for the Sun and the Solar System to orbit the center of the Milky Way. It can last between 225 and 250 million Earth years. 98. Male deer shed and regrow their antlers every year. 99. Basketball was invented by a teacher in Springfield, Massachusetts, to keep his students active during the winter. 100. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai is currently the tallest building in the world, standing at 828 meters. 101. Paragliding with birds is a variation of the sport in which trained birds fly alongside paragliders. 102. The original Batmobile from the 1966 Batman series was sold for $4.2 million. Only one was made, making it an extremely valuable collector's item. 103. This aircraft carrier generates more than 500 tons of purified water per day. 104. Kabai ducklings are beloved worldwide for their connection to happiness, joy, and positive energy. 105. Fireflies demonstrate how bioluminescence works, the emission of cool light by living organisms. Males and females use it to attract each other. 106. Bananas naturally grow upward from their stems, but as they ripen, they bend downward, forming their characteristic curved shape. 107. Human hair grows approximately 15 to 16 centimeters per year. 108. Xiaomi's first electric car, the U7, was developed in just 3 years, marking its debut in the automotive industry with promises of innovation. 109. The golden circle on the Portuguese flag represents an armillary sphere, an astronomical instrument used by Portuguese navigators. 110. A unique curiosity about California is that it is home to the tallest tree in the world, named Hyperion, which stands over 115 meters tall. Polar bear fur is transparent, but appears white due to the light it reflects. 112. The screwdriver was invented 100 years before screws and was originally used to remove nails. 113. The smallest desert in the world is in Canada and is called Carcross. It's surrounded by lakes and mountains. 114. The first modern novel is considered to be Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes and published in 2 parts in 1605 and 1615. 115. Cucumbers are a powerful natural repellent against cockroaches. 116. The Savannah cat is a hybrid between a domestic cat and an African serval. It is the largest cat you can have as a pet, and its personality is more like that of a dog. 117. In Tokyo, food deliveries are made by robots. 118. James Cameron sold the script for The Terminator to another production company on the condition that he would direct it. The film was a huge success and spawned iconic phrases. 119. Did you know that rainbows are actually round? From the ground, we only see part of them, but from an airplane or high places, you can sometimes see a full circle. 120. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the United Kingdom in the 17th century, transformed agricultural and artisanal economies into industrial and mechanized ones. Writing was invented independently in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China around the same time. 122. The Hyundai logo represents a handshake between a salesperson and a customer, reflecting the company's vision of trust. 123. Tristan da Cunha is the most remote inhabited place on Earth. It's located in the South Atlantic, with the nearest city 2,173 kilometers away, on St. Helena Island. The longest time a message in a bottle has floated at sea before being found was nearly 108 years and 4 months. Rice is the staple food for more than half of the world's population. It is grown in over 100 countries and has thousands of varieties. In addition to his role as president, Abraham Lincoln worked as a licensed bartender in his youth, a little-known part of his life. This is the new safety barrier system in Korea, made with rotating EVA rubber cylinders, which can save thousands of lives. Monaco is the most densely populated country in the world, with 19,361 people per square kilometer. The Nyctibius griseus, also known as the ghost bird, is a nocturnal bird that camouflages during the day in trees and hunts insects at night. 130. Paper can only be recycled about 6 times before its fibers weaken. 131. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts all come from the same plant species, modified only through selective breeding. 132. The largest indoor water park in the world, Tropical Islands Resort, is near Berlin in Brandenburg, just an hour away. 133. German chocolate cake did not originate in Germany. It was invented by a family in Texas, USA. 134. The theremin is a musical instrument played without physical contact. Its antennas allow control of pitch and volume with hand movements. 135. The Fata Morgana phenomenon is a complex optical illusion caused by light refraction. It can make us see cities, mountains, or ships floating in the air. The Shar-Pei dog produces and stores large amounts of hyaluronic acid, which gives it its thick, wrinkled skin. 137. The tripod fish has fin extensions that allow it to rest on the seafloor. The small plastic table in the center of a pizza was invented in 1974 to prevent the box lid from squashing the pizza. The North Pole has no solid ground. It's just frozen water, making it a natural wonder that challenges our understanding of geography. The first hard drive was invented by IBM in 1956 and weighed over 1 ton. Quokkas are Australian marsupials known as the happiest animals in the world due to their smiling facial expression. Canadian banknotes are virtually indestructible as they are made from a plastic polymer. The Space 220 restaurant at Disney World, Florida, simulates a space journey through a special elevator. The Congo River in Central Africa is the deepest river in the world, reaching depths of up to 200 meters. The taste of honey depends on the flower from which the nectar is collected. In 2015, footballer Cristiano Ronaldo gifted his agent a Greek island as a wedding present, valued between $3 and $50 million. The sun is actually white when viewed from space or high altitudes, but from Earth, it appears yellow, orange, or even red due to atmospheric scattering. The tendon of the palmaris longus muscle is disappearing in human evolution. 15% of people no longer have it. Shark skeletons are made of cartilage, not bone like most fish. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts just 1.5 minutes and runs between 2 Scottish islands. The zoetrope, invented in 1834, was one of the first animation techniques. The Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai offers guests a 24-karat gold-covered iPad during their stay. This is the Bailong elevator, the tallest and fastest in the world, standing 335 meters high and located in a park in China. The first living being to travel into space was a dog named Laika. A curious fact about Elvis Presley is that he only performed outside the United States in 3 Canadian cities due to his fear of flying. According to scientific studies, intelligent people tend to have more copper in their hair. In Germany, there is a bridge called Rakottsbrücke, decorated to look like it was built with giant Lego pieces. In the 17th century, men, including King Louis XIV, wore high heels as a symbol of status, leading to a competition over who wore the highest ones. An atoll is a circular island formed by coral reefs surrounding a lagoon. Essentially, an island surrounded by water and corals. In Finland, according to their general culture, there are more saunas than vehicles, reflecting their importance in Finnish daily life. In India, there are bridges over 500 years old, made from living roots that get stronger with age. The wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of any living bird. The only 5 countries in the world that do not have airports are Monaco, the Vatican, San Marino, Andorra, and Liechtenstein. The name of the first video uploaded to YouTube was Me at the Zoo. It was uploaded on April 23, 2005. Currently on the social networking site Instagram, around 1,000 selfies are posted every 10 seconds. At the top of Mount Everest, there are rocks that were at the bottom of the sea 450 million years ago, as marine fossils have been found in these rocks. In the city of Copenhagen, Denmark, more than 40% of people get to work or school by bicycle. Despite competing with each other, platforms such as Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and others sometimes collaborate, sharing content and offering more options to viewers. This is the comparison of the size of the jaw of a great white shark with that of a megalodon. On the island of Denmark, the largest kite festival in Europe is celebrated, one of the most sought-after cultural curiosities of the region. The Twitter bird is called Larry, in honor of Larry Bird, the basketball legend. At Yale University, there is a library with translucent marble walls instead of windows to protect books from direct sunlight. The feet contain about 25% of all the bones in the human body. The lifetime effort of 12 bees is equal to producing honey, equivalent to 1 teaspoon. The important Beaver Dam in Alberta, Canada, is the largest in the world. On old maps, drawings of sea monsters indicated uncharted territories and dangerous waters. There are super small elephants, like the ones found in Sri Lanka. There is evidence that the Tyrannosaurus rex may have had feathers at some stage of its life, especially in its juvenile stages. This is the Stairway to Heaven in Austria, part of the Via Ferrata section called Produ Donner Kogel, which is 700 meters above the abyss. The Goliath beetle is one of the largest insects in the world, reaching lengths of up to 11 centimeters. At Amsterdam Airport, there is a very striking clock where it seems that someone paints the hands every minute, but in reality, it is just an illusion created by a pre-recorded video. This is how bicycles have evolved throughout history, from the first bicycles without pedals to today's modern bicycles. Artist Scar Weir created a San Francisco-inspired sculpture using over 100,000 toothpicks, and it took him 35 years of work. Changing the oil in a Bugatti Bayon can be extremely expensive, with prices ranging from $20,000 to $25,000. This is a pure gold replica of Leo Messi's left foot, unveiled at a famous Tokyo jewelry store, where it will sell for around 4 million euros. Istanbul is the only city on 2 continents, Europe and Asia. Some animals can purr but not roar, like lions. An Earth-like exoplanet with a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius that could support life has been discovered, called Gliese 12b. The lines or trails left by airplanes when they fly are composed mainly of ice crystals and do not pollute the environment. Starfish move by propelling themselves across the surface, alternating the water pressure on their suction cups. It is estimated that 80% of the lights we see in the sky are binary systems, that is, two stars that appear to be one from our perspective. The Great Wall of China, considered one of the modern wonders, is not a continuous wall, but a series of disconnected walls that stretch for thousands of kilometers. Red pandas stand up and extend their claws when they feel threatened. In the Philippines, there is a multicolored eucalyptus tree that is a true natural masterpiece. The Audi RS e-tron is an electric car that made history by winning the Dakar Rally. There is a fish called bluefish that has turquoise blue flesh and is found on the west coast of North America. In the state of Mexico, there is a native flower called chocolate cosmos that gives off an aroma identical to that of chocolate, although it is not edible. Did you know that the Tamagotchi was a popular electronic toy launched in 1996, where users cared for a virtual pet on a screen using just 3 buttons? This is the RV Ice and Snow Festival in China, which features ice and snow sculptures and structures during the Chinese winter. The Philippines is made up of 7,641 islands,